You're watching Underdog Gaming. Here at the beginner's guide for Cheetah. Cheetah is an aggressive rushdown character. With that said, she has no projectiles whatsoever, so it's important to always chase down the opponent and get in their face for a mix-up. To start things off, let's discuss her special moves. Primal Rage does good damage and is a great way to end your combos as well, especially when you have your trait active. However, it does leave your opponent far away, so make sure and use Blood Lunge to close the gap. The enhanced version does more damage and keeps the opponent close for a good mix-up. Predator Pounce does good damage and is a great way to close the gap on the opponent, especially if they use projectiles. The Meter Burn version launches the opponent to extend combos, allowing you to follow up for bigger damage. Deadly Hook is an unblockable command grab. Keep in mind it is a high attack, so the opponent could duck under it. The Meter Burn version launches the opponent to extend combos. The timing is a bit tricky, but you'll get the hang of it with practice. Deadly Hook is also the best way to end combos if your trait's not active, since it does more damage than Primal Rage, and keeps the opponent close for a mix-up. Savage Ambush is an overhead command grab, so it catches the opponent if they're crouching, which makes it very deadly when combined with Deadly Hook. The enhanced version launches the opponent to extend combos. Make sure to alternate between these two command grabs to keep the opponent guessing. If done correctly, the opponent won't know when to crouch or when to stand. Blood Lunge has Cheetah leap forward through the air, and has 3 different distances. By default, it jumps the length of 2 backdashes. Holding back during the attack will have it land much closer. This can be great for tricky cross-ups. Whereas holding forward during the attack has Cheetah leap much further, so it's great for avoiding projectiles and getting in close. And keep in mind the stance itself avoids high attacks and high projectiles as well, so it's great for countering keep away, since you can duck under the projectile first and then jump forward afterward. You can also cancel out of this stance with a backdash and a forward dash, so you never have to commit to the jump if you don't want to. If you meter burn the attack when over the opponent, you'll do an unblockable throw that does great damage. This can be an incredible mix-up tool against defensive players, especially if your opponent loves to block. That's it for her special moves, so let's move on to her best attack strings. Okay, that's a lot of attack strings, so let's go ahead and get right to it. Beauty and the Beast does great damage and is a great way to end your combos as well, especially with trait active. Inner Beast does good damage and ends with a throw, so it works great on players who like to block. Just keep in mind the first 2 hits are unsafe, so the opponent could interrupt the throw by mashing. Savage Waves starts off low and ends in a knockdown. With your trait active, these first 2 hits make for a great mix-up. Cruel Encounter hits low and then overhead for a great mix-up. Now don't be deceived by the animation, the last hit is actually a mid and not a throw, and it's very unsafe if blocked, so be careful when using it. Silent Stalker hits mid and pushes the opponent towards the corner. It's also safe on block as well, so it's a great poking tool in the neutral. Spotted Carnivore has good range and switches sides with the opponent, plus the second hit is a throw, so it's great against opponents who like to block. Quick Kill does less damage, but leaves the opponent closer for Blood Lunge. Slaughter hits mid then low for a good mix-up, and does good damage to the opponent. If you have trait active, then the first 2 hits are a great mix-up, since the opponent can't duck under it and might get hit by the low attack. Blood Ritual is safe and very difficult to block, so it's an all-around great attack string. The only downside is the startup is somewhat slow, so the opponent could hit you out of it. Cheetah's character power does more damage to all of her claw attacks, leading to crazy high damage combos, some of the highest damaging combos in the game in fact. Now the trade-off is the character power doesn't last for very long, so you want to make sure to get your mix-up in fast. To optimize the amount of time you have, I recommend ending your combo with Minerva's Beast and then canceling into trait, and then go for a mix-up as the opponent's getting up. This maximizes the amount of time you have with the trait to make sure you get as much damage as possible. While the character power doesn't last very long, it also recovers quickly, so you can use it multiple times during the same round. Cheetah's super hits full screen, goes under projectiles, and has armor as well, so it's a great attack all around. Just keep in mind Cheetah does rely on meter for some of her mix-ups, so a super isn't always the best option. Now let's put it all together for some basic bread and butter combos. The button translations are in the video description below. Please request which characters you'd like to see next. If you want to help support the channel and look good while doing it, please check out my t-shirts. If you want to support the channel more directly, please stop on by my Patreon. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. because we have content on this channel every single week. It's never a dull moment on Underdog Gaming. So make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.
Cheetah wins.
Whoop! Got you with the flying tackle. Let's go. You ain't playing keep away on me, Superman. Nah, nah. I'm not gonna let it happen. You can't do it to me. I'm not gonna let it. You're a big bully if you think I'm gonna let that happen. Oh! Let's go. Oh no! Hup! Ah, jeez. Oh, he's throwing barrels at me. He's throwing every barrel he can at me. Stop it, Bizarro Superman.